It was a good win for us today. Obviously, getting off to a good start in the CAA tournament was important. If you lose, you go home, and that was sort of our message all week. And we also knew that we were going to have to defend the three a lot better than we did the previous two games that we played Elon. And I thought we did a great job in the first half of sort of setting the tone. Let them get rid of threes early. And obviously in the second half, we made some mental mistakes defensively. Didn't get out there and challenge the threes like we had in the first half, and that's what sort of got them sort of back in the game. But our offense was really good for about a 6-7 minute stretch. We got some really good looks and made the right play a lot of times, and we didn't close out the game the way we wanted to. We didn't make enough free throws, and we had a couple turnovers, but they really turned up the pressure on us, and that's what they had to do, and they were being pretty aggressive. They had a bunch of fouls to give, and but we held on and moved on to the quarterfinals against Northeastern. Yeah, it was obviously very important. I thought Jalen Sims was unbelievable. He gave us a spark. He got 2 offensive rebounds for baskets during that stretch, I believe, and got some other defensive rebounds. But the other guys just sort of stepped up. We worked on a couple, just a different man-to-man defense all week, but we worked on it with always having a big guy in there, but we explained it to everybody, even the 4-man. It could have been a Estime or Sims, and I think the guys did a nice job adjusting to everything that we sort of threw at them. But, Sean O'Connell was coming back from a concussion, and I was worried about him. He came off the court sort of holding his head like he was tired, and Gene and Devontae both had 2 fouls, so I just tried that lineup, and it worked out, and we sort of kept the lead, and we're getting some good shots, and defensively it was not hurting us.
The way that he was able to gut that one out, you could tell that he just wasn't what he's normally been. His performance, talk about it.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. He's been hurt all season, basically. He's been hurt since early December. And any other little injury, you sort of feel bad for him because it's something else he's going to have to deal with mentally. It's not easy being injured for an entire season mentally, let alone physically. But he knocked down some big shots today. He was 4-7 from 3. We had 6 guys in double figures. I think that was huge for us. Just different guys stepping up, different guys making some shots. We had 11 turnovers. Obviously we want to clean that up a little bit and, get shots every time down court. And normally we do a great job offensive rebounds, but they had more offensive rebounds than we did, and that's not really their game. But I think how we were defending them, really trying to press up on their 3-point shooters, they just went to the boards instead of looking to get the 3-point shot.
Stevie, what can you say about the way that Kai handled that second half? He was, like I told you, he was in control of that 6-minute period. That's how you guys really put the game away. What impresses you most about the way he played tonight and the way he's played as just a freshman?
Yeah, he's done a terrific job. Obviously, he's second in the nation in assists per game, and he's done a great job getting our guys shots. Tonight, we made some shots. He only ended up with 6 assists. Probably all 6. A lot of those assists happened in that 6-7 minute stretch when we were really good. He didn't close it out the way I wanted him to close it out as a point guard. He got a little sped up, and they were trying to foul us. And yes, I get that, but they have to foul us. So if we're strong with the ball, we just fake our passes, get it down the court, and make the easy play. Good things will happen. And obviously, defensively, had a few lapses. He and everybody did to give them those open threes, but a lot of them were off offensive rebounds. And you give up an offensive rebound, it's hard to find everybody else on the court, and those were huge for them. I don't even know how many second chance points they had, but I know they outscored us in second chance points. They had to have.
Sebring got his second foul there. I think it was the 12:21 mark, and it was, I think, a 1-point game at that point. Did you feel like as you settled into the first half, you also took advantage of that too? It seemed like you were able to build the lead when he went out.
I think obviously when he went out, it hurt some offensively. I was, they don't have as many options when he's not in the game offensively. I don't think defensively necessarily we took advantage per se. We try to get the shots where we normally get our shots based on how they're defending, not what person's defending what person. But I think offensively that really sort of slowed them up and didn't get them as many looks from 3 as they normally do because he demands so much attention.
What are the biggest differences in your estimation and style of play between the team you played tonight and the team you'll play tomorrow, and how do you get your guys to change gears and make those adjustments in such a short turnaround?
The one thing that's similar is they both have great offense that are spread, and they try and use that court spacing to take advantage of how you play ball screens defensively, how you do everything defensively. And so obviously they're a little different because they don't depend on the three as much, but they do shoot a lot of threes, and Pusica does a great job of getting them into whatever they got to get them into. So I think all week we worked defensively on getting out to the guys, and I think that's going to help us tomorrow, getting out to those guys as well. But, you know, they had a great year. They finally started clicking once they got everybody healthy for the most part, and they finished off the conference season really well. And so we got a tough challenge ahead of us, but, you know, our guys have stepped up to a lot of challenges this year, and hopefully we can finish it off.
How difficult is it not seeing them in full strength this year? Or not, you know, last time out?
How difficult was it not to see?
How difficult will it be tomorrow not seeing them?
I don't think it'll be that difficult. I mean, we've played in the last few years. They had a pretty similar team last year, and so we know what they're going to do. Full strength, not full strength. We know we have to defend. Obviously, they got guys that do certain things personnel-wise that we got to reiterate to our guys. So when they're defending them, we can try and make them not do that. But you know, us seeing them not at full strength doesn't have any factor on tomorrow's game at all.
Last couple regular seasons have been a challenge for you. What does it mean to you to the last 2 years in a row be able to come in here and earn a CAA tournament victory?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm happy for the guys. You know, they haven't given in. They keep working every day in practice, and yeah, it hasn't turned out the last 4 minutes of a lot of games. We haven't closed out the way we needed to close them out last year, probably because we didn't have enough pieces this year because of our youth and inexperience. You know, so it's different teams for sure, but we haven't been nearly as successful as any of us want to be. But you know, when the CAA tournament gets here, everybody's in the same boat. You win or you go home. CAA champion is the only one that has gone to the NCAA tournament the last few years, and we realize that. And so we got a tough challenge ahead of us tomorrow. And you know, we did a great job last year in the quarterfinal game against Hofstra. You know, I thought we competed really hard against a team that was pretty darn good. And obviously Northeastern was the preseason favorites for the conference, and they had a heck of a season. So our guys know that, and we're going to have to play hard tomorrow.